January 30th, 2022. Mason Greenwood is taken into custody by Greater Manchester Police after they, quote, became aware of online social media images and videos posted by a woman reporting incidents of physical violence, end quote. A year and a half later, Mason Greenwood is on the cusp of returning to Manchester United's first team. A year and a half later, United hoped that it would all blow over and they could have their wonder kid back with minimal damage. Sure, some parts of the fan base would be upset and some opposition fans would make up rude chants about him. But give it a year and it would all be alright. Sadly for United and the hordes of Greenwood adorers, unlike in many similar cases including Benjamin Mendy's, there is cold hard evidence. The harrowing and disgusting recording and the horrifying pictures of his behavior are still out there on the internet and will always remain in the public's consciousness. Since his initial arrest, the person who accused Greenwood retracted their statement and has since announced her engagement to her former abuser and has given birth to their child. From the outside, this looks like a beautiful reconciliation. However, if you delve into the world of abusive relationships and their patterns even for 5 minutes, you see how countless women have stayed together with their abusers for years and even founded families with them. Greenwood's abusive and controlling behavior is therefore not excused with these latest developments, and Manchester United face a difficult choice between morality and money. To quantify the term of morality, we need to explain it in the same way the United board is explaining it to themselves. How much money do we stand to lose if we bring him back? The current decision hangs in the balance between having a rising star and a very talented footballer rejoin their team and have a domestic abuser in their squad, or taking the high road and making a stand for the values they supposedly stand for. The choice is not made any easier by the fact that Greenwood is immensely talented, very young, not guilty through a technicality, and the club sponsors have not taken any stand on the matter. Corporations like Adidas and Team Dior, who blather on about inclusivity and social commitments on all of their social media accounts, have chosen to hide behind the fact that United haven't made a decision yet, like the cowards they are. A player who should have had his contract cancelled due to his behavior has been on United's payroll ever since the incident, and now that the charges have been retracted, the grounds for termination are even slimmer from the club's point of view. So with all the pressure on them, the United board concocted a half-baked plan headed by CFO Richard Arnold to have the player back. This involved a video that was to go live on August 4th, probably explaining how Mason is a different person now and that his new family is all roses and honey, how psychologists have been brought in, and how this new and improved Mason Greenwood is nothing like the girlfriend-beating abuser of 2 years ago. After that, United probably got cold feet and decided to postpone his reintegration until the members of the Manchester United women's team return from their international duties to inform them properly about this decision. Naturally, Greenwood's fanboys got wind of this and, with their limited understanding of the world around them, concluded that United was going to base their decision off of the women's team's opinion, and duly decided to direct their hatred towards them. This, however, did not interfere with the regular day jobs that consist of creating compilations of Greenwood's skills, omitting his martial skills against women, of course. Imagine dedicating your whole life to defending someone who treats people like he owns their bodies. Faced with an amount of fan backlash which probably surprised the board, the decision was made to postpone the announcement on Greenwood's future, and Manchester United are of course asking us all for patience and throwing around terms like partial evidence and delicate situation. Surprisingly, Memphis Depay, the champion of abusers everywhere, has not yet tweeted in support of Greenwood, as all of his professional colleagues have kept silent on the matter, fearing backlash. Similarly, the FA, the league themselves, and almost all footballing associations have kept quiet, fearing that they would alienate either the decent people appalled by his actions or his loyal followers. Ultimately, United, like all skilled politicians, are playing for time. Time in which the general public's attention might shift towards different matters, and this event will slowly fade into obscurity, at which time we will see Greenwood donning the red shirt once again in front of the Old Trafford fans. What does this tell us? The club only cares about its bottom lines, its profits and sponsorships. All of United's female fanbase is irrelevant, as is the example they are setting for their academy players and future generations. If they can get away with this with minimal damage, they will bring him back. so it is our duty to make our voices heard and prevent this disgusting human being from ever stepping foot onto the pitch wearing United's colours. This has been my opinion on the whole Mason Greenwood ordeal. Please let me know in the comments what you think of this situation, and please try to keep it civil, of course.